Welcome to FactStub. Has the Middle East's simmering pot finally boiled over? A recent event of such enormous geopolitical importance has unfolded that it's impossible to ignore, and it's becoming the focus of news outlets around the globe. On the 13th day of the fourth month in the year 2024, the Islamic Republic of Iran, a dominant power in the Middle East, initiated a drone-based assault on the State of Israel, a steadfast ally of the United States in the same region. This shocking action is purported to be a direct response to an attack by Israel on an Iranian consulate located in the historic city of Damascus, Syria. The Israeli strike resulted in the unfortunate demise of several high-ranking officers within the military structure of Iran, striking a severe blow to the nation's defense hierarchy. This recent drone attack is not an isolated instance of aggression, but it represents a significant escalation in the ongoing and deeply rooted tensions between the two nations of Iran and Israel. The drone strike, carried out using advanced unmanned aerial vehicles, symbolizes a turning point in their long-standing and often violent dispute. It signifies a willingness, and indeed a readiness to utilize cutting-edge military technology in their ongoing high-stakes conflict, a conflict with implications that extend far beyond their own borders. It's worth noting though, despite the alarming severity of the attack and the potential for widespread destruction such a strike could potentially cause, there have been no reported casualties within borders as of the time of this report. Yet the aftermath of this event and its potential repercussions continue to unfold. It's noteworthy that, despite the severity of the attack, no casualties have been reported in Israel thus far. But what does this mean for the international community? The globe sits at the edge of its seat as tensions rise in the Middle East. The United States, a steadfast of Israel since its inception, has reaffirmed its unyielding loyalty to the defense of this controversial nation. This is a stance that has been made crystal clear to all through international forums and bilateral talks. However, in a move to prevent the escalation of conflict, it has explicitly declared that it will not participate or contribute to any aggressive strikes initiated against Iran. This delicate balancing act, a precarious dance between supporting an ally and avoiding a full-blown conflict, is the essence of diplomacy in international relations. It is a tightrope that nations often have to walk in these convoluted, intricate, and complex situations that the current world politics invariably thrusts upon them. It's a testament to the critical role that each player in the international arena has towards maintaining peace and stability in this interconnected world. The recent attack on Israel has shaken the world, and has elicited immediate defensive measures from the country. In a swift response, Israel has taken the extreme measure of shutting down its airspace, thereby signaling a state of high alert and preparedness. This move has sent ripples across the world, with everyone watching attentively, holding their collective breath, as the situation continues to in an unpredictable pattern. In the United States, President Biden, along with his national security team, is keeping a watchful and vigilant eye on the rapidly developing situation. They stand ready, prepared to respond as and when necessary, demonstrating the significant impact of this international event on the U.S. foreign policy. The world watches, holding its breath, as the situation unfolds. President Biden and his national security team are keeping a close eye on the situation, ready to respond as necessary. In conclusion, this event is not just another headline, it's an important highlight, spotlighting the intricate relationships and delicate balance of power that characterize the Middle East region. The drone attack that transpired recently represents a bold stride towards a new era of warfare, one that supplements traditional military tactics with cutting-edge technology. The act of aggression, undeniably, escalates the intensity of the already brewing conflict that has, for decades, held its grip on this part of the world. The international community currently finds itself in the throes of anticipation, waiting to see how this single incident might drastically alter the geopolitical landscape. Governments and their respective leaders are on their toes, watching closely and calculating their subsequent moves. Each decision, each statement, and each reaction at this juncture hold immense potential to change the course of international relations. As we proceed to keep a close watch on the unfolding situation, it becomes increasingly evident that the effects of this drone attack will not remain confined to the geographical boundaries of Iran and Israel. The ripples triggered by this strike will undoubtedly reach far and wide, impacting nations and their people across the globe. This scenario underscores the undeniable truth that the world, much like a chessboard, is a stage where every decision, every action, and every reaction holds significant importance. Every move alters the dynamics and determines the course of events, creating ripples that echo across the globe. In this grand game of chess, it's not just about the next move, but about understanding the far-reaching consequences of that move. The world is a chessboard, and every move matters. In the grand scheme of international relations, the recent drone attack in the Middle East can be likened to a powerful move on a global chessboard. The pieces are the nations, each with their own strengths and strategies, and the players are the leaders, making calculated decisions under immense pressure. As we have seen, the implications of this drone attack are far-reaching and global in scope. Like ripples in a pond, the impact of this event will touch every corner of the world. From the stock markets of New York to the oil fields of Saudi Arabia, the consequences will be felt. At this moment, the world watches on, waiting with bated breath to see how the game will unfold. Will there be retaliation? Will there be negotiation? Or will there be an escalation that plunges us into a new era of conflict? In this complex game of chess, it is not just the moves that matter, but the strategy behind them. Each decision carries weight and could change the trajectory of the global landscape. The world is a chessboard, and we are all players, whether we realize it or not. As we move forward, let's remember that the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. The stakes are high, and the world is watching. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you updates on this evolving situation. Thanks for watching FactStub. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. Stay informed, stay engaged.